Peace, world. I hope everybody's feeling good. I hope everybody's doing all right. If you're having problems with your health, listen, man, you could take your health into your hands and you could do something about it. Medication may not be the best way to go. And me, myself, I found that just by changing my menu, listen, I have a saying, you change your menu and your menu will change you. I know this to be a fact because that's all I did. I changed everything that I was eating, and as a result of that, my whole body changed. My perspective even changed. My mindset changed. The things I was attracted to in the past, I'm not attracted to anymore. Right now, my state of health is more important than anything in my life. Without my health, I have nothing. There's a lot of people got a lot of money, but they can't enjoy it because they're not healthy. A lot of people that have a lot of property, a lot of possessions, but they're not enjoying it because of their health. I think the number one thing for me, and at my age, 62, is my health. One of the things I'm proud to say that I'm 62 now. Reason why? I don't look like the average 62-year-old person, 62-year-old man. And I have to reply when people say, man, you don't look like you 62. I have to give the same answer that was given to me when I said that to a brother named Raoum Neframen. When I met him, and I'd seen a picture of him in his earlier years, and they told me he was 57 at the time. I was like, man, you didn't look like you was 57. He said, well, what does a 57-year-old man supposed to look like? So that's my response when people say, you do not look like you're 62. Well, what does a man who is 62 supposed to look like? You know, another thing I notice is when I be doing these videos, I notice I don't have one gray hair in my eyebrows. Not one gray hair. If I let my beard grow, it's gray. My hair grow, it's gray. But I don't have one gray hair in my eyebrows. I think that's amazing. But listen, one of the things, I hang at 7 Under, which is a natural food co-op here in Atlanta. And I talk to a lot of people about altering their menu, changing their menu. Because like I said, if you change your menu will change you. One of the things I constantly get complimented on is my skin. The skin is a revelation to the inside of your body also. So the cleaner my body gets, the brighter and more radiant my skin gets. And this is without cosmetics. I don't use nothing on my body that I can't eat. The only thing I'll put on my skin is grapeseed oil, coconut oil, or olive oil. Because I can eat those things. Okay? They'll pass through the liver without doing damage. Because everything you put on your body is going to get absorbed into your body. And it's going to go through your liver. So I choose not to use the things, certain soaps I'm not going to touch. I don't want to be around it because I know certain fragrances that they put in soaps will cause a hormone disturbance. Yes, believe it. There are certain fragrances that cause hormone disturbance. If you're wondering why a lot of men are acting effeminate and a lot of women are acting masculine, that could be a reason. And they found studies that show that, you know, some of the chemicals in these products we use are altering our hormonal balance. So I don't need that. So I'm good. Also, I found out by eating fruits and vegetables, constantly going to the bathroom and eliminating the fermenting waste in my body, I don't have the odors. I got to tell y'all this. I was working in 7 Under, and I remember I used to get gas, and I would break wind and just sit back and watch people, hoping they would walk through that cloud and just see their reaction. It was no fun because there was no reaction. Because once you clean the body out, if you do get gas and you break wind, it has no odor because there's no fermenting waste in your body. And it like messed up the whole fart game for me, man. I grew up playing the fart game, you know what I mean? Breaking wind on my brother breaking wind on me, or breaking wind and moving in front of the fan and let the fan just blow it into people's faces. And I laugh, you know what I mean, enjoy it because, you know, they had to smell my ass. So, hey, call it crazy, but it was fun for us. We didn't have a lot of toys, damn it. But look, listen, you get rid of that fermenting waste, man, you will not have body odor. You will not need deodorant. D-O, removal of odor. Why are you stinking? You're stinking because you're full of shit. Why is your skin looking rough? You got a lot of waste trapped in your body. I see a lot of people at 7 Under who's been shopping there for years. They say they vegetarians. They say they vegans. Listen, let me tell you what a vegan is. A vegan is a cheating eater. Yeah, you sitting there trying to eat everything that you used to eat or some form of it, not knowing what they making this stuff out of. That's another form of processed food. It's going to be harder to digest, harder to eliminate from your body. Natural food for us is fruits and vegetables. Eat fruits and vegetables. You don't have to do nothing to them. The sun already cooked the fruit. And the reason why fruit is my favorite is because the fruit has the solar energy from the sun and the minerals from the earth. The fruit is the only part of the plant that's the whole food. It's balanced. It has the seed representing the masculine, and it's wrapped around by a fleshy substance, which is the ovary. Fruit is just an overripened ovary with a seed in it. That's balance, masculine and feminine. It's whole. And be wary of anybody trying to sell you any fruit or vegetable that doesn't come from a seed or doesn't possess a seed. Any fruit without a seed, don't mess with that. That's tampered with. They use crossbreeding to remove the seeds from the fruits. Anything, look like everything that they tamper with, it becomes a hazard to your health. So I don't mess with nothing that doesn't have a seed. So back to the skin. Like I said, a lot of people compliment my skin. It's not just my face. My body glows. My hand, I glow. This is from fruits and vegetables. That's all it is. I'm not no spiritual being. I don't talk like that. I don't need all that foolishness, man. Because a lot of stuff people are making up, man. They just make up stuff and put it out there, man. People jump on it, talk about it. It's deep. It is not that deep. It's deep as a damn rain puddle. That's how deep that shit is. All you gotta do is have some common sense and question everything that people say. Investigate. Don't just believe what people say. Don't just believe what I say. I guarantee you, if you do what I did, you'll get what I got. So I look back to what I said. I'm in 7 Under. I'm looking at these people who've been shopping there for years. They've been vegans for years. And I tell them about my few years of doing what I'm doing. And they, they're blown away about the condition of my skin. And like I said, when I say I'm 62 years old, that right there blows them away. Because a lot of people, their perception of a person that age is, old, gray, somewhat feeble. Their words are, they got issues. So, and a lot of guys I be around, man, for real, like my first 3 years here in Atlanta, everybody I was hanging with was under 40 years old. That was just the energy that I was around. And in fact, there was a woman living with me. She was only 27 years old. And met her at 7 Under. We were working together. She became my best friend down here. And I mean, this sister was a good sister. I had no intentions of doing nothing ill. She said, ask me, can you show me how you eat? Teach me this, that, and the other. We wound up living together and we ate together. We went on picnics, hiking, climbed Stone Mountain together. Because once I changed everything I was eating, a lot of other things began to change, man. My whole mentality started changing. Before I came to Atlanta, women her age were always around my house. A lot of them lived with me, It was a whole different scene. But I didn't want that. I didn't want to be who I used to be. Fat, number one. So I didn't want nothing that went along with me being a big guy. So I had to change everything, man. As a result of that, being around that youthful energy and having that youthful energy within me, man. Listen, that's why my skin looks the way it looks. That's why I don't feel or look 62 years old. And I enjoy every day of it. I still struggle with walking, because my knees, I didn't do anything to repair my ACLs. Other than practice walking with a shopping cart. All I did was fruits and vegetables. All I do, fruits and vegetables. There's times I deviated from that, trying things, certain things that they had at 7 Under at their hot bar. I would try it, In fact, when I started working there, I was weighing about 240 pounds. I lost I went from 285 down to about 240. I started eating the food at the hot bar. And my weight started going back up. And I realized, you cannot eat that stuff, man. And a lot of days I go in there, man, and I'll take a picture of what they're serving. it is mostly starch. I'm telling you, it's starch food. And this explains why a lot of people that's been shopping there for years, eating there for years, they don't have the same testimony that I have. You know, they just celebrate that they're eating better, but they don't realize they're not eating much better. Because if you keep eating that food, you're not going to change the condition of your health. You're not. They still use salt, sea salt. Listen, I'm not a salt fan, period. And why I got to alter the taste of things just so that I would eat it? You know what I mean? I don't need that, man. Fruits and vegetables come just the way they're supposed to come. Plus, I don't eat for taste. I eat for my health. I don't eat to be satisfied. No, I eat hoping that what I eat will take waste out of my body. And when I started on this journey, I knew because of my age and all the years that I consumed a lot of bad foods. Now, I was a vegetarian off and on. But I knew the accumulation of waste in my body may take me up to 10 years to remove it. So I'm not in no hurry. You know what I mean? I just live one day at a time, eating a specific way. And like I said, I stay in the bathroom. Two places that in my house that are very important, man. That is my kitchen, preparing what I eat, and the bathroom, getting rid of the waste from what I eat. Listen, you do not have to be full of shit. I guarantee you, if you turn towards fruits and vegetables, you will glow. People will see that radiant energy. Your energy will increase. And also, one of the things I also did was fasting. Let me tell you, I was juicing and I'm eating my fruits and vegetables. And I remember one day saying to myself, damn, did I eat today? Damn. I was trying to figure out if I had eaten that day. And I actually had forgotten to eat. So I was like, well, shit, since I went all that day without eating, I might as well start fasting. And let me tell you, when I first learned about fasting, I was 17 years old. I was a Muslim. So I learned about the fast of Ramadan. And it's going on right now. Fast of Ramadan, that is where you don't eat during the daylight hours. You make your morning salat and you don't eat after that till the sun go down. Now, I used to say to myself, I remember when they told me about it, I was like, oh, that ain't nothing. Not even during the daylight hours until Ramadan, the first of Ramadan. And I'm in Riverside with another brother, Colonel Ober. We out selling Balalian newspapers. And by about 1 o'clock, throat was dry. I'm spitting out white. I mean, the spit came out of me was pure white. Dehydrated. By afternoon, more dehydrated, tired, legs are heavy. And I was like, man, this ain't as easy as I thought. But I did do it for those 30 days. That was the first time I fasted. I was 17 years old. But I kept asking myself, wait a minute. I wonder what it would be like to fast for 30 straight days. No food. Because I read about Jesus fasting 40 days, 40 nights. And I was wondering about that. I wonder if I could do that. You know what I mean? So I kept wondering about fasting, man. I need to learn more about fasting. And I ran into a book called The Mucusless Diet Healing System, written by Professor Arnold Ehret. I suggest if you want to heal your body, get that book. I read that book and he talked about fasting. He talked about the way he fasted. This man had the record for fasting. Now, this man had healed more people than anybody that I read about anyway. And he used fruits, vegetables, and fasting. He also declared that fasting ain't necessary for everybody to heal. However, those who need it, it will help you heal faster. Because anytime you fast, you give your body a break and it goes to work on removing those things that are trapped in the cells. So I was learning, listen, I need to learn more and more about this. So after that day, I learned a lot about fasting over the years, and I've also recommended it for people that I've helped. See, this is not my first time using fruits, vegetables, and herbs to change a condition. I've helped my wife. They gave my wife 6 months to live in September 2000. We was at DeKalb Medical. They told her to get her affairs in order. She'll be out of here by 6 months. She got up mad, told them, I'm going to be back to tell y'all to kiss my ass in 7 months. Stormed out the office. I ran and caught my wife. We cried together. We hugged, and I told her it is not up to them. And I started telling her she needed to alter her menu. You know what I mean? Change everything that you eat and get away from a lot of the stuff. She smoked cool cigarettes, the harshest cigarette that you could smoke. And it was so hard to get her off them cool. She would try the patches for a while. Then she'd go back to her cigarettes. So that got in the way. But my wife still stayed here for 14 years past their prediction based on the menu changes. However, she was afraid because of her condition, and they threatened that this is going to kill you. So that was one of the ways they get you to take medicine. This is going to kill you unless you take that. Not knowing that it was the medicine that was going to kill her. And a lot of people who suffer from that condition, they die from the medication, not the condition. So let's back to the fasting. You know, I was able to use this knowledge that I have now on a lot of other people to help them. So it was time for me to use it on myself. And as I incorporated fasting into eating fruits and vegetables, and there's another reason I have to attribute that to why my skin looks the way it looks. I incorporated fasting, man, and it was one of the greatest things I could have ever done. I started with a 3-day fast. I'm drinking water, and you know, first day, okay, a little struggle. Second day, more of a struggle. Third day, it set in. Okay, that's cool. So I did that 3-day fast, and I started telling myself, you know what, man, I'm going to work on fasting at least once a month. I'll try a different fast, you know. So after I got all the weight off, 106 pounds left me in 9 months, I'm doing more fasting. I was doing water fast. There's one time I did a fruit fast where I only ate one particular fruit for 30 days. Each day I would change the fruit. And man, my body thanked me for that. But let me tell you something. The greatest fast that I done was I ate every other day for 21 days. By the 5th day, I had so much energy. I was like a hyper little child. By the 6th day, I was telling people I could walk to the moon. If you show me where the steps are, I could make it to the moon. And people looking at me like, boy, you crazy. And I was like, yo, man, I feel like Jeffrey, the 4-year-old. And I started telling my friend Tanisha to call me Jeffrey because I had that kind of energy, man. I went from doing one activity to the next activity, looking for more and more things to do. So everything had changed as a result of me changing my menu. You change your menu and your menu is going to change you. Get away from the dead animals. I call meat dead animals because every meat part, all of it's part of a dead animal. What happens when an animal dies? That flesh decomposes into pus. You can freeze it. You can inject it with chemicals to keep the odor away. But if you bring that meat home from the supermarket and sit it on your table, give it 3 days. I guarantee you that odor will come right back. That's part of the odor that's coming from your body. Dead animals decompose into pus. Dairy. Let's look at the dairy stuff. All of the milk. First thing is crazy for me as a human to drink an animal's milk. That is disgusting. That is disgusting. And not only that, the best part of the milk, which is the something called like Acidophilus bacillus, they kill that through the pasteurization process. So you're really drinking pus. You're drinking pus because by the time it goes through your system, that's what it's going to be. So if you get rid of the meat and the dairy, those two things right there, it's going to change how you look. It's going to remove waste. You'll see you're able to go to the bathroom a lot more. And like I said, the rice, the beans, the starch, cooked eggs, all of that stuff is sticky and leave a sticky waste in your body. And that's why it takes long to go to the bathroom. This is why people eat today. What's the day? Monday? People will eat today and won't be in the bathroom until Wednesday. That is not good. You keep doing that over time, your body is going to slow down. Because what happens? That waste is going to get in the blood is going to get thick, it's going to be carried to all the organs in the body, plus that waste becomes acidic, and over time it starts eating at the tissue of the organ and debilitate the organs. Now we got this itis, that itis, this, that, sclerosis, arthritis, bronchitis, all these other conditions, man. You can get rid of all that. You can change that. You can feel young again. You can revitalize your body. you can the body going to regenerate itself. You remove the waste, you're going to remove the weight, and the body's going to regenerate. Take my word for it.